We're one day into Foundations, and it's time for our First Impressions episode. For those new to our channel, the goal of our First Impressions episode is to do our best in 10 minutes or less to improve your Foundations Draft win rate. So without further ado, let's dive in. Here are our color rankings. In first we have black, in a close second we have white, followed by blue in third, red in fourth, and somewhere trailing way behind we have green. But on this channel, we don't just give you the answer, but we teach you how to fish. So let's take a look at how we came to those conclusions. There's a cheat sheet, and it's called limitedgrades.com. Limited Grades was built using 17 lands win rate data and mapping the card win rate to a grade based upon win rate distribution. Here, we filtered the Foundations cards to commons and uncommons, as they're the rarities you can depend on getting and drive color strength. You can easily see the distribution of top tier cards, with black having the most cards at a high tier. To quantify the color strength, we totaled the number of common and uncommon cards at a strength of C+ and higher. Why C+? Because C+ is where you start to get excited about playing a card. You're never cutting a C+ from your deck. Well, we might have in our video of Matt's best Dustborn deck ever drafted video. Click the link up above if you want to see that. But other than that, I've never seen a deck cut a C+. When you do that count, you'll find that black and white have 16 cards at C+ or above, blue has 11, red has 8, and green has a measly 2. Now, it's very early in the format, and I expect the data to change a ton. But I will say, I have yet to see a format with that lopsided of a poor color since we started this channel. Moving on to archetype strength, you'll see we have blue-white in first, red-black in second, white-black in third, white-red in fourth, and blue-black in fifth. I used 2 tables just to fit 10 archetypes on the slide, but you'll see it works well to separate the archetype strengths, since there's a pretty decent jump from 5th to 6th with blue-red. Then we have all the green decks in 7th to 10th place. The story doesn't change much either when you look at top players. But before we look at that, I want to thank you all for the generous comments you've made on our videos lately. We've seen dozens of comments coming in about how our videos are improving win rates, helping players try new strategies and deck builds they would have never tried before watching our videos, and even complimenting how fun we'd be to draft with. We love seeing how we're helping all types of players, from new drafters, to those looking to stretch their gems further, to experts who consume every bit of MTG draft content out there. We want you to know we read and appreciate every comment. Don't hesitate to let us know how what we're doing has helped you draft, and it'll encourage us to keep making this content. Now back to our video. For top players, red-black is in first, blue-black in second, blue-white in third, white-black in fourth, and red-white in fifth. The order of the top 5 decks changed when going from all players to top players, but it's still the same 5 decks. The worst decks remained in 6th to 10th place. So what are the key takeaways? I rarely recommend hard avoiding a color, but I'm ready to recommend hard avoiding green, at least for the first week of this format. Don't get me wrong, there probably are a few nuts green decks out there, and there's always something to be said about experimenting with green and having fun. I just want you to be aware that you're probably hurting your win rate going into green, and would do better to find the most open archetype amongst the other colors. For a more detailed breakdown on the principle of avoiding ending in a bad deck, click the video link up above. I'm also looking to soft avoid blue-red. Don't get me wrong there either, I've actually played blue-red more than any other archetype, and I have an 11-6 record with the archetype. But I do think the data is saying you should prefer to go into another color pair when available. That leaves white or black as the 2 colors that will put you into any of the top 5 decks, with each of those colors pairing well with any other color but green. Therefore, try to start in white or black when you're comparing those colors' cards against equally powerful cards of other colors. And that's it for our First Impressions episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.